AJ, thanks.
Ricky?
Yeah, can you hear me? All right, very good. My name is Ricky Poole, and I am the coach for the St. Mary's National Moot Court team. I've been coaching for 20 years now. I know AJ likes to say 25, but it's actually 20 years. This will be my 21st year. And during that time, I've had the opportunity and really the honor to also coach mock trial and ADR teams for the school. Since 2002, though, I've been exclusively coaching the Moot Court teams for St. Mary's. And let me just say at the outset that whatever team that you make, and I encourage you to try out for all of these teams, but whatever team you make, it's going to definitely benefit you in some pretty significant ways. But I want to take a little bit of time to talk to you about the Moot Court team and why I want you to try out for the team, and really why I think that Moot Court is something that will profoundly impact you, not only in law school, but also throughout the rest of your legal career. And I think where I want to start is pointing out a few distinctions between Moot Court and perhaps the other teams. Number one, it is not a 2-year commitment if you make the Moot Court team. You are guaranteed to be on the team for 1 year, and you will be invited back to the team as a 3L, depending upon the circumstances that take place during that first year that you're on the team. Secondly, everyone that I select for the team, at least in the last 20 years, my commitment to those students has been that I will do everything I can to get you into at least one competition. And I've been pretty successful at that over the last 20 years. And so if you make the team, more than likely, you will be at least asked to compete, subject to your grades being in line with the requirements at St. Mary's. You will be asked to compete at least one competition during that year. Because I feel like if you make the team, that you should have that opportunity. And I think the third thing I want to point out, and AJ, if you could go ahead and move the slide forward, that'd be great. I will also work with your schedule. One thing about Moot Court, and just so that it's clear, Moot Court is an appellate argument. And so what you're basically doing is preparing an argument, usually about 12 to 15 minutes long, that you will present to a panel of judges, and those judges will ask you questions. And so your job is to persuasively speak to those judges, answer their questions, get back into your argument, and complete your assignment within whatever that time period is, that 12 to 15 minutes. That process is something that I believe benefits you whether you become an appellate attorney, whether you become a litigator, whether you are merely working on contracts all day and staying in the office. Because what you learn through Moot Court is to analyze, to speak, and to research. And I believe those are invaluable tools to anyone that wants to be an attorney. The program today, as AJ has up on that slide, is the 5th best Moot Court program in the nation. We're very proud of that. We've been in the top 10 or the top 16 programs in the nation for I think the last 5 or more years. This program has been #1 in the nation for a period of time. And so if you are part of our program, you join really a legacy of mooters that have won over 28 championships over the last 20 years. To put that in context, that's more than 1 championship a year. The Moot Court program is far and away the most successful advocacy program in the history of St. Mary's. And it's an honor for me to work with mooters every year that go out and win championships. Every time that I give this talk, every time that I'm able to speak to those that are thinking about whether or not they should try out for the team, I always say to you that someone that's sitting out there, this year you're sitting out there remotely, but someone sitting out there is going to be a champion next year. And every year that I've said that, it's turned out to be true. This last year, we won 4 championships. 2 national championships, 1 state championship, 1 regional championship. And so there is a winning history and a successful record that I'm very proud of and that I plan to continue throughout this next year. As AJ has already said, the year will be a little different than in the past because of COVID-19 and because of the restrictions, the requirements that we have these competitions via Zoom. We've already had 1 Zoom competition this summer, and I think we're going to be very well prepared, especially because AJ is making sure we'll be prepared to present our arguments and to be in a position to win competitions coming this year. So I hope that you will also try out for the team. I hope that you will sign up. As you look at the information that's on the slide, it does kind of explain what Moot Court is, how many people are on a team, and generally the topics that we deal with are topics that are in the news, whatever the topics are that are reaching the U.S. I believe that this program will benefit you in great ways, and I'm very hopeful that you will try out for it. If you are interested in trying out for the program, please go to our twin page. It's the St. Mary's National Moot Court team. There's all sorts of information on that page that I would ask you to read. We're also going to have a question and answer session immediately after this Zoom meeting. And so if you have any specific questions for Moot, I'll be on there. Natsumi Covey, our assistant coach this year, will also be on that Zoom meeting as well. We're also going to have what we're calling Moot Mornings. And Moot Mornings are going to be very short little snippets from former Mooters who are addressing questions that we generally get and trying to answer those questions for all of you. And so, as I said, if you have any questions, please reach out. We're very excited for the year to begin, and I can't wait to meet you, even if it's via Zoom, and meet you in person, hopefully very soon. Thank you very much.